Right. No, they did. That Milton game was definitely a bounce back game. Played with more energy, like you said. Guard play was better. DJ Wagner was a lot better, just more consistent. Kind of had a rough showing the first two games, but I thought Milton was good bounce back. And Milton, we seen how they were the City of Palms, and
they made a good run.
Yeah, they made a good run. So for them to show good bounce back, because it's easy to, especially that Calvary Christian game.
Yes.
You know how this with those teenagers. It's just the Montverde game you're ready for, then you lose. Then the Calvary Christian game you lose, and then you got Monday game, and it's like you start. Kids can start questioning themselves, right? Not just kids, staff could potentially. So for them to bounce back against a good Milton team, that was important. That was probably more impressive. That was the most impressive part of their win for me.
Yeah, for sure. Because like you said, things can go bad, especially after you won 44 and then you lose 2 in a row. So, again, and you can't, like you said, you can't discount Camden completely because Roselle's a good team. They won there. So Camden drops this week to number 16. They have to take a bump down, obviously, but they still got to be in front of Roselle. So, we'll see how that goes there in New Jersey and how they still got upcoming games. They got to play Sierra Canyon at Barclays. They still got some games that are tough that they can show that they can bounce back and finish with the higher rating. So
absolutely,
that was very interesting. Calvary Christian, you mentioned them, how good they played. So Calvary Christian, ironically, Camden beat Milton. Calvary Christian's only losses to Milton. So figure that, it's like, what are the chances of that? But that's just how it worked out. But, give Calvary Christian some credit. They're up to 19 they went from 19 to 11. So they're up, 8 spots this week. So they're knocking on the top 10, and they really are that good. Like you mentioned, maybe people are a little surprised because there's 3 really good teams that are part of the state association there in Florida that play for state titles. They don't all play in the same division, but you got Calvary, Dr. Phillips, and the third team, Orlando Christian Prep. So like we've talked about them before. Those are really good teams. So I mean, just give you a sense of how good Calvary's played. They beat number 14 North Little Rock. They've beaten Camden 16. They've beaten Greensboro Day number 23. And they've beaten Orlando Christian Prep number 27. So, like you said, that's a pretty hell of a season. And to get that big win on national TV, everybody's seen you, and you're beating Camden by 20 points?
Right.
Hey, Allen and that group of players, wow, kudos to them. They're having a great season. Let's see how they finish. And they honestly are putting themselves in the Geico Nationals mix because, the Florida teams that win a state championship are eligible for that end of the season event. Obviously, we'll go over that as it gets closer, as we get more results, but who we think might make it. But we're still a little bit, maybe about a month off from that. But Calvary's definitely making a strong statement there.